Now, Delhi's Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal has been summoned by the Enforcement Directorate for today in the Delhi excise policy case. Sources say he's likely to skip the summon for the fifth time as Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal, along with his Punjab counterpart Bhagwant Mann, will lead today's protest to be held by the Aam Aadmi Party against what they call as malpractice by the Bharatiya Janata Party in the counting of votes in the recently concluded Chandigarh mayoral election. Let's listen in to what BJP spokesperson Shehzad Poonawalla has to say on the same.
Arvind Kejriwal ji, if there is nothing to hide, there is no tinka in the mooch of the chore, then why are you not presenting yourself before the ED and before the other agencies? You are the same Mr. Kejriwal who under Anna Hazare's tutelage said that first there should be resignation and then investigation. Today you refuse to cooperate with the investigation. You say that these are all politically motivated, as if doing bhashtachar is your shishtachar, and if anybody does any kind of inquiry, you will play victimhood card. How long will you play this victimhood card? Has the courts done vendetta politics against Manish Sisodia, Sanjay Singh and Vijay Nair, who are in jail for months on end? Is the Congress party also doing vendetta politics when it says you are yourself responsible for this ghotala and they have done press conference on this? But instead of answering the question of the agencies, look at the entire brazenness of the India Alliance. Somebody attacks the ED, somebody runs away from the ED, somebody is doing cover-up, somebody is doing drama and diversion. This is the charitra of India Alliance, that the only thing that binds them is commission and corruption, not a mission or vision. And therefore, they all have a similar response when corruption is investigated. Today, Arvind Kejriwal ji, instead of doing all this kind of drama, answer the question. Why 2.5% commission was increased to 12%? Why thousands of crores of corruption money was given to the Sharab Ghotalebaz? Why you have allowed the wholesale to go to private sector? Why you have allowed the blacklisted manufacturing companies to benefit? Instead of answering this, again Kejriwal is playing victimhood card.
All right, viewers, Delhi's Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal has been summoned for the fifth time. He is to be present in front of the Enforcement Directorate. Now, speculation is on that whether he will skip yet again the fifth summon by the Enforcement Directorate. In fact, the party sources, Aam Aadmi sources, are saying that Kejriwal is most probably to join the protests over the mayoral elections in Chandigarh. And this could be setting the precedence for Kejriwal's probable absence in front of Enforcement Directorate. For more on this, I have my colleague Piyush Ori, who is reporting live from the ED office. Piyush, a very good morning to you. Now, this is the fifth time that Delhi's Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal has been summoned by the Enforcement Directorate. In fact, he is to be present today. Now, what is it looking like? What are the sources saying? Will he be there or he will yet again skip the ED summons, and this time for the fifth time? Piyush.
So yes, good morning Nikita, and good morning to all our viewers who are viewing us at the moment. And it does seem that for the fifth time, the Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal is likely to skip the summon that is going to be issued to him by the Enforcement Directorate. In fact, what his course of action is expected to be is that he will be coming over here at Deen Dayal Upadhyay Marg, where right now I'm reporting, and over here where you can see that there is heavy deployment of not only Delhi police officials but also the battalions of the Central Reserve Police Force and the Rapid Action Force, because over here today you are seeing that not only the Aam Aadmi Party members but also the Bharatiya Janata Party members are going to come and protest. Now, on 2nd of February, the Aam Aadmi Party Supremo Arvind Kejriwal, along with the Punjab Chief Minister Bhagwant Mann, had already said that they are going to come out and protest at the BJP headquarters, the main BJP headquarters, which is just a few meters away from here, in order to register their dissent against the fraud which they feel was committed in the election of the Chandigarh mayor. And while you see the huge amount of Delhi police officials along with other central police officials which are present over here, you are expected to see a kind of a political drama of sorts, where not only the Aam Aadmi Party members but also the Delhi BJP are going to come together and protest and register their dissent. And thereby you are seeing that while the AAP Supremo Arvind Kejriwal, who will be who's most likely again going to skip the Enforcement Directorate's summons that is going to be issued to him, he might come over here, register his dissent, and thereby you are seeing that both parties will again come to shots against each other, where you're going to see a situation where it is expected that both parties, that is the Delhi BJP and the Aam Aadmi Party members, are going to come together, protest, register their dissent, and try to score political points. But in order to make sure that there is just no kind of law and order problem which is created at this area, Deen Dayal Upadhyay Marg, which is in the center of the city, which is a central part of the city, and which connects Old Delhi to New Delhi, you are seeing that there is a heavy deployment of police officers. In fact, let us just also have a word with the police. Aap kuch bolna chahenge?
I am not authorized.
So you are seeing that how the Delhi police officials over here are in large numbers. There is a huge battalion of not only the Delhi police officials but also the central police agency, because they understand that there is going to be a protest. There is going to be a heavy protest where not only the Delhi Chief Minister but also the Punjab Chief Minister is going to be present. They are going to be registering their dissent against the fraud which they feel was committed in the election of the Chandigarh mayor, and to oppose that, to contest that, the Delhi BJP is also going to be holding a protest. So situation on the ground is that it is most likely now that the Delhi Chief Minister is going to skip the fifth summon that is going to be issued to him, and rather he would be coming over here at Deen Dayal Upadhyay Marg, where he would be protesting outside the Delhi BJP headquarters, and to contest that, the Delhi BJP is also going to hold a massive protest. The challenge now for the Delhi police officials and other law enforcement agencies would be to make sure that there is no violence and the law and order is maintained. Back to the studio.
All right, Piyush, now, so what do you feel? Do you think that Arvind Kejriwal is going to use this whole protest, what he is going to carry out along with Bhagwant Mann, Chief Minister of Punjab? Do you think that this time, in case he skips the summon of ED, do you think this time he's going to use this protest, this demonstration as an excuse for the same? Because earlier also, either he was going for Vipassana when he was summoned, then he had to be available for electoral campaigns. So what do you think about that, Piyush?
So Nikita, there have been several reasons that have been cited by Arvind Kejriwal in order to skip the summons which have been issued to him. And it is most likely now that for the fifth time, Arvind Kejriwal, the Delhi Chief Minister, is going to skip the summon that has been issued to him by the central agency. Now, he has already stated that he does not mind going to the Enforcement Directorate and presenting himself for the questioning. But he has questioned the way he is being issued summons. He has given some very, one would say, very unreasonable explanations of why he is being asked to come in front of ED. He says that the Enforcement Directorate must answer that is he being asked to come before Enforcement Directorate as an accused, or is he being asked to come before Enforcement Directorate as a witness. Now, in a way, Enforcement Directorate is not obliged to answer these questions, but yes, all these questions are being asked by Arvind Kejriwal, and he says that the way, the procedure by which the Enforcement Directorate is issuing him summons is illegal, and he will contest that. So thereby you are seeing that despite giving several reasons of skipping the summons, the Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal, along with the Aam Aadmi Party leadership, has already mentioned that how they feel that the summons that have been issued to the leader Arvind Kejriwal is illegal, and you're going to see that they will continue to skip the summons even in the subsequent summons that is going to be issued to him. The question is that if and when the Enforcement Directorate might plan to take some punitive and stringent action, will Aam Aadmi Party comply and ultimately send Arvind Kejriwal to present himself for the questioning? Only time will tell, but so far it seems that from the ground, it is most likely that Arvind Kejriwal might summon for the fifth time. Back to the studio.
All right, Piyush, look at the security which has been beefed up over there. So Please take us through the security arrangements. Is it a three-tier security arrangement? And why so much security arrangement? What are the forces expecting today to be so cautious as of now for this Kejriwal who has been summoned today by the ED, and keeping all that in view, the security has been beefed up. Also, there's a protest also. So please take us through this very stringent security arrangement.
So yes, Nikita, I will just request my video journalist to just show the images over here, and you can see that because the Delhi police officials, and not only the Delhi police officials but also the central agencies, feel that there is going to be now a huge number of people, a large number of people who are going to come and register their protest. There is a heavy deployment of not only Delhi police officials but also other central agencies that includes the Rapid Action Force and also the Central Reserve Police Force, because it is going to be a challenge for them to maintain law and order, because at the end of it, not only the Delhi Chief Minister but also the Punjab Chief Minister Bhagwant Mann, along with several other party leaders of Aam Aadmi Party, are going to come and register their dissent against the alleged fraud which they claim was committed by the Bharatiya Janata Party and the presiding officer, which they feel was elected by the Bharatiya Janata Party to make the mayor of their choice. They feel that there was a fraud that was committed by Bharatiya Janata Party in the election of Chandigarh mayor, and in order to register their dissent and protest, they have decided to do a massive protest and march. And while I speak, I would again just request my video journalist to just show the images over here. This situation is not in a way unprecedented, but yes, at a place which is very central, at a place that connects Old Delhi to New Delhi, at a place where there is the main headquarters of Bharatiya Janata Party along with the Aam Aadmi Party office, you are seeing that there is going to be a kind of contest of sorts where Aam Aadmi Party is going to be contested by the Delhi BJP, which is also going to be registering the protest to make sure thereby that there is just no law and order problem, there is just no law and order challenge. You are seeing a heavy deployment of not only Delhi police officials but also central police officials, which includes the Rapid Action Force and also the Central Reserve Police Force. The question over here at the end is that yes, while you are going to see that these two parties are again going to come and fight against each other democratically, as one would say, the question is that with Arvind Kejriwal now most likely skipping summons for the 5th time, what action is the Enforcement Directorate now going to take against the Chief Minister, which has skipped the summon for the 5th time? Back to the studio.